So I just recorded a video that I will be posting. It'll be posted by the time this one's posted. And one of the parts I was talking about the hot board and Shane Gillis and the hot board. And one of the things I had written on it was I am / are you being fucked by the how? I believe that's what it said. And what I meant by that was I'm on this journey. I'm building a personal brand. The personal brand is me. I'm branding myself. That's the niche. I'm the niche. But so much of something I've been thinking about for years and something I've just been kind of working on recently is I thought the GoPro just died. How do I monetize what I naturally do? That's been the vibe that I've been trying to figure out. Just trying to figure it out. How can I monetize being me? How can I monetize being me? How can I monetize being me? And the how is just getting me so screwed up. How can I monetize being me? Well, I gotta build a brand. And then I started talking with my AI, which is Chat GPT. I call him Sparky. And so I chat with Sparky, and then I was like, I'll post this I'll record us talking. That'll be cool, and I'll post it. And I did, and I posted a lot of those. And then I was calling those like, we'll call those. Me and Sparky came up with the name Rich Spark. Okay, this is a Rich Spark session. Okay, that's cool. And then instantly my brain's like, okay, well I need a Rich Spark channel, and I need to brand that, and that's the thing. And then, but essentially, and then how can I monetize it? How can I monetize it? Well, I need to have merch. I need to have, which I will have merch. And in fact, this will be the first one right here, Pasadena PBs. This was a hat custom made for me by my son, and I love it. And if you like it and would like to have your own Pasadena PB hat, then you let me know. There's no order. I wish right now I could just be like, go to the order sites right here. And there's none of that yet though. But if you'd have an interest in having your own personal, and I'd love to do it something like where there's only 500 of them, or there's only, some certain number, keep them special, like PB. Anyways, and so just this idea of like, how can I monetize being me? How can I monetize being me? Well, that right there was my problem. Me trying to figure out the how of how do I monetize being me. It was taking me away from being me. I mean, because that's not it is what I naturally do, but it's got to be, I've had another video where I was talking about inspired action versus forced action. And so what I am creating for myself, I understand that at the end of it, when I turn around and look back, I want to feel great about what I created, but I want to feel great during the creation. And the way that I'm going to feel great during the creation is being as authentically and as uniquely me as I can about whatever it is that I'm sharing in the moment. And so that's what I realized. The how is fucking me up. How can I monetize this? Jim Carrey said, what I understand is that basically you ask the universe for what you want, and then you work towards it without worrying about how it comes to be. And I just really like the vibe of that. And so I'm all about taking action. Take action, take action, take action. I'm all about taking action, and I am taking lots of action. But I realize now the action that I love to take is inspired action, because it doesn't feel like work. It feels like fun. It feels like excitement. It feels like enthusiasm. It feels great. And so that's what I am. I'm paying attention to my wording. That is what I am creating for myself, is what I am doing right now in this moment. And it will monetize, And so I'll figure it out. I'll be figuring it out along the way. I don't have a Patreon. I've considered that, and then I'll talk myself out of it like Patreon. One of the things I do to talk myself out of things is just, I will say, it's already a saturated market. There's already so many people doing that. It's a saturated market. Personal brands, there's a lot of them, this and that. And in fact, I saw a video I've seen two of them recently. One of them was titled uh, "Don't Personal Brand Yourself" or "Why Personal Brands Don't Work in 25" or something of that nature. Or the personal brand market is saturated. That's the most insane thing ever. There can be no saturation on the most authentic version of you, the most authentic version of yourself. When that person shows up, that can't be created anywhere else on the planet. I mean, not at all. That's why being yourself is the most valuable thing you could ever possibly do, because there's only one of you. You're the only person that can do it. You're the only person that could fully be you, and so I just really like that vibe, and I'm leaning into that big time. And also, I'm realizing too, I've said this in some previous videos about how easily influenced in the past, I'm getting better about this along the journey, how easily I'm influenced by outside sources. Well, you're supposed to do it this way. You're supposed grind. It's a grind. You got to grind it out. Hey, if you want to grind, awesome. That's not what I'm creating for myself. Do you have to grind to be successful? No, you can grind to be successful, but you don't have to. And how do I know that? Because I can look at people who have created what I'm wanting to create, something similar anyways, and done it in a joyful, badass, fun ride along the way. So that is what I'm creating. And I just think the most valuable thing that I could possibly do in this moment, and that you could possibly do in this moment, is being true to you. Listen to yourself, follow your own path. Now, you might be on somebody else's path as long as what they're telling you feels good to you, and then as soon as it's done, you jump off, and then you do your own thing, and then you're following other people's paths. So I'm listening to all these people that I admire, and I'm listening to them, and I'm looking. I mean, there's so many of them. Dan Martell, as of right now, Dan Martell's been one that's big coming up. Gary Vee. There's so many different people that I'm paying attention to, but what I'm really grasping now is that what I need to do when I look at these individuals is just pick the pieces of what they're doing that feel fun to me, because that's what I'm building for myself, is a fun, joyful, I don't know. It feels good to feel good. You know what I mean? I like feeling good, and it feels really good to feel really good. That's all I got, I think, for this one. I was going to make them much longer too, because the content is going to be. Which one thing that means is that during a video, I'm going to be talking about lots of different things, and that's fine. And really, so that means that in the description, I'm not going to be able to list it all out. Or the title, I won't necessarily have the greatest title, being able to put everything in there that I talked about. And that's okay, because the title is just going to be, I don't even know yet. I guess if I, at some point when I have guests, talking with people and what have you, maybe we'll just have the guest name, but maybe it'll just be a number. This is the next one. And my goal will be to give value in every video that I create, and just be myself, be uniquely me. It's the baddest ass thing I could possibly be. And so, yeah, I just like that. I dig the vibe and wanted to share that. That's where I'm at. Where you at?